Good morning. I will now call the July 28th, 2025 meeting of the Education Professional Standards Board Waiver Committee to order. I am joined this morning by fellow committee member, Dr. Corinne Murphy. We have 9 waivers to review and formulate a recommendation to present to the full board. The waivers will be presented by Sharon Salzman, and we will start with waiver A. Good morning, Ms. Salzman.
Good morning. This one is to waive the renewal requirements for Director of Pupil Personnel for Aaron Macy. And this is his level 1. He has been in this position for 4 years. He had initially planned to retire at the end of this past June when his certification expired, but then he decided he was going to postpone his retirement for an additional year. He holds valid certificates for superintendent, principal, and supervisor instruction. He did consult with the university regarding the availability of classes for his level 2 Director of Pupil Personnel, but was informed that those would not be offered until summer 2026. So he is requesting that the EPSB grant a 1-year extension of his level 1 Director of Pupil Personnel certificate.
I don't have any questions about this one. I think it's pretty consistent with things we've done in the past.
Okay, so motion to approve
Second.
or recommend. Okay. All right, waiver B.
Right. Waiver B is to waive the teaching experience requirements for admission to a principal preparation program for James Moon. Georgetown College has submitted this waiver request, and he is a candidate for admission to the principal prep program. Georgetown College requests a waiver of Section 2 for Mr. Moons as it relates to his teaching experience. He is a certified school counselor and has over 5 years of experience. Mr. Moon's principal has submitted a letter of recommendation stating he has exceptional work ethic and desire to assist students in reaching their academic and career goals. He has also participated in assessment and instructional planning processes that led his school to achieve some of the highest scores on state testing. So Georgetown College is requesting a waiver of the admission requirement to admit Mr. Moons to the principal preparation program. If this waiver is granted, Mr. Moon also requests that the EPSB accept his school counselor experience to allow him to be issued the principal certificate upon completion of the program.
Okay, thank you. Is there any discussion or recommendation?
Can we do 2 waiver kinds of things in one? Oh, we can. Look at us.
Yes,
Very efficient.
So you've had some similar waivers to this in the past with individuals who are counselors. We've also had a school social worker that had gone through this piece as well, where they're basically what they're asking is that their experience in that other role be counted to meet those requirements. And with principals, it's at 2 places in the regulation. It's for admission and for the certification. So they really need that waiver in both levels for it to give them the ultimate goal that they're looking for there. So when you have a candidate that's been able to show that, yes, they do have similar experience to teaching, that they do have some of that classroom level experience and instructional experience, the waiver committee and the board has approved that. And it is just stated as approving the waiver because it's all included in that request.
Got it. Thank you. That makes sense. Last question I have is, have we reached a number of these kinds of waivers that the next time we open this regulation, we should consider modifying the regulation in some way to include a description of this kind of population? Because principals are kind of hard to come by these days.
I think that would be a good thing for the board to consider the next time we are looking at this regulation. You haven't had an overwhelming number of these, and it has been a while, I think, since we've seen the last one, but it has been a waiver in the past and one that the committee and board has approved.
Okay, thank you. I'm supportive of it.
Same. Waiver C.
All right, so this is submitted by Western Kentucky University on behalf of Erica Trammell. She is a candidate for admission to the Alternative Administrator Program for School Principal. WKU requests a waiver of the requirement of the 3 years of certified teaching experience for admission. She has served as an educator at the Appalachian Challenge Academy from 2012 to 2016. She fulfilled the full responsibilities of a Kentucky classroom teacher by designing and implementing standards-aligned lesson plans for diverse learners in public schools across Kentucky, maintaining classroom discipline, fostering a safe learning environment, and regularly assessing student progress. In 2016, she was promoted to academic supervisor, lead instructor, and remained in that role until 2023. In July 2023, House Bill 244 reverted her administrative role back to a full-time teaching position. So WKU is requesting that the EPSB accept Ms. Trammell's experience to allow her to be admitted to the preparation program and issue the principal's certificate.
I will recommend approval of that. Waiver D?
Right, Waiver D. Let me get there real quick. She had a lot of documents.
Yes.
All right, level D, Waiver D, geez. Campbellsville University has submitted a waiver request on behalf of Chris Swigert, a candidate for admission to the preparation program for Director of Special Education. Campbellsville University requests a waiver of the 3 years of teaching experience in Section 2 for Dr. Swigert. He is currently a special education consultant with the Ohio Valley Educational Cooperative. He has 2 years of experience as a special education teacher and 9 years of experience at OVEC. While at OVEC, Dr. Swigert supported local public school districts in the work with students with disabilities. He spent time as a doctoral student and postdoctoral fellow where he was doing service and research in local schools. The university states he has worked hard and developed expertise in special education while he supported teachers in local schools. He has multiple publications and research experience related to students with special needs. So they are requesting the EPSB waive the admission requirements to allow Dr. Swigert to be admitted to the Director of Special Education Program.
I don't have any questions.
I'm fine with that.
Motion.
Motion, yes, yes. We'll recommend to the board.
Second. Yeah.
Okay, waiver E.
All right. Murray State University has submitted a waiver request on behalf of a candidate for admission to an Option 6 Health and Special Education program. Murray State requests the waiver of Section 1.3 for the candidate as it relates to his GPA. The candidate does not meet the GPA requirements for admission to a program, but has been serving as a substitute teacher, emergency certified teacher, and a basketball coach in the Fulton Independent Schools. The district has expressed an intent to employ the candidate in a full-time teaching position if admitted to the program. The university and district both feel that this individual is a strong candidate. They note that the candidate would need to complete a minimum of 18 graduate hours to meet the GPA requirements. The candidate states that as a husband, a father, and full-time employee and coach, he believes that any coursework he takes at this point would be directly aligned with completing the Option 6 program. So Murray State is requesting a waiver of the GPA admission requirement to admit the candidate to the Option 6 program and allow him to be issued the temporary provisional certificate.
I had a note that the GPA was 2.63, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
It all sounds reasonable to me.
I agree.
motion.
I'd rather have him spend the time in the Option 6 route than go back and retake classes. So I'm recommending to approve the waiver to the board.
Second.
All right, waiver F.
All right. Pike County Schools has submitted a waiver request on behalf of a candidate for Option 4 Adjunct Instructor Certification. The candidate holds a bachelor's degree but doesn't meet the GPA requirement. He has worked in the Pike County Schools for multiple years and has been a tremendous role model. One of the classes on the candidate's transcript is a withdrawal with a failing grade, which has been debated but not adjusted. This has adversely impacted the overall GPA and hindered his ability to meet the GPA requirement. So Pike County Schools is requesting the EPSB waive the GPA requirement to allow the candidate to receive the 1-year certificate.
I couldn't locate the GPA.
Let's see. They did not specify what his GPA is.
Do we know what course is the one that is debated?
We're just trying to pull the transcript real quick here. See if
That's what
we
I'm going
can-
to do.
Okay, it looks like the overall GPA is a 2.5. And I believe that the debated course is quantitative methods in business.
Does it say what he's going to be an adjunct for? Does that matter?
It does not say.
Mm-mm. Uh,
Uh, On the application, it just says JAG instructor, middle school, 5 through 9.
I'll approve the waiver. I recommend approval of the waiver.
I second.
Okay, waiver G.
Waiver G is Campbell County Schools has been unsuccessful in finding qualified teachers for Spanish. The candidate has a temporary provisional for English. The district states they have high enrollment in their Spanish program for the 2025-26 school year and need the candidate who is fluent in Spanish to teach one Spanish course. The district is requesting that the EPSB waive the number of years an emergency certificate can be offered and issue a third emergency.
So they have a
I'm
temporary
comfortable.
provisional to teach
Oh,
whatever else, and they want an emergency. Sorry, Dr. Murphy, I think I talked over you.
No, you're good. Go ahead. Ask your
They have
question.
temporary provisional in something else, and they want an emergency for that one Spanish course, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Dr. Murphy,
I'm good with it.
same. We'll recommend approval.
Second.
Waiver H.
This is Union County Schools has been unsuccessful in finding qualified teachers for chemistry. The candidate is certified in middle school science and is planning to take the praxis to extend their certification. The district states the candidate has struggled with ETS to gain accommodations needed to take the test, and another year will allow for the accommodation plan approval and to reschedule the assessment. The district has attended job fairs and worked with universities to recruit science teachers. A certified chemistry teacher has not applied for this position. So the district is requesting that the EPSB waive the number of years an emergency certificate can be offered and issue a fourth emergency.
Waiting on accommodation approvals based on her 504 plan for the praxis. Dr. Murphy, what do you think?
It's only a year, right?
Yeah, one more year.
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
Okay, I would like to have the staff make a note that should that request come up again, that we note that this is the last year for that emergency certification.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay, we'll make a recommendation to the board for H.
Do we need
I,
to modify the motion language, Cassie, when it goes in front of the board?
that's a good
Um,
question.
So you would just be approving this waiver, so it would still be the approval. And then we can make a note in the letter for the candidate that the committee did state that this would be the last approval for this waiver, because that has been stated in this meeting.
Okay.
And then staff will make a note in the system, should this candidate come back and request what would then be a fifth emergency, that would not be approved.
I'm good
And
with
we've
that.
done this in the past, yes, the fourth?
Yes, we have.
Yes.
And lastly, waiver I.
Union County Schools has been unsuccessful in finding qualified teachers for secondary mathematics. The candidate is certified in middle school math and is planning to take the praxis to extend her certification. She is also currently completing a program to gain high school mathematics certification. The district has attended job fairs and worked with universities to recruit mathematics teachers. A certified mathematics teacher has not applied for this position, so the district is requesting that the EPSB waive the number of years an emergency certificate can be offered and issue a third.
I don't have any questions.
I don't either. I recommend approval. I have the board recommend approval.
Second.
Is there any other discussion? Hearing no further discussion, at this time, the waiver committee is adjourned.